Hey guys, new video about Warcraft Rumble. I want to go over my tier list that I made for myself for this video. On the left side I have here a website open that I also use for some Rumble informations, noff.gg or noff.gg. To be honest, I don't know how it's called, how it's pronounced. I want to go over, like, I'll show you here on the left side the mini that we are talking about. And then we up to my tier list, and maybe I say one sentence, but some I just say bad or whatever. Because you see, it's too much choices. We don't talk about leaders, we don't talk about spells. So, we start with Abomination. Solid B tier is a good tank if you want to have it in your team. If it fits into your team, good choice. Next one, Angry Chickens. Angry Chickens, I put it in C tier. It's nice in some situations, but mostly, sadly, pretty easy counterable, so not that good. Banshee, solid B tier. You can make some crazy things with Banshee. I think it has more value in PvP than in PvE, but yeah, so solid B tier. Bad Rider, again, solid or good B tier. I also would consider to put it into low A tier. Is a little bit depending on your team. They have like no health, so like they are instantly dead, but their damage, especially paired with their when we click here, can we see that? Enchanted Vials is very, very, very strong. Very strong. I put him in A tier. I had him B tier, but I put him in A tier. Core Hounds, I have them also in A tier. Tanks, 2 of them, and if only one dies and the other one survives, whatever is the reason, the other one gets revived. Pretty strong. The only bad thing about is the cost. The cost is with 6 pretty expensive. In general, I would say everything above 5 is expensive. 5 or more is expensive, so that could lead sometimes to bad situations. Same with Abomination, to be honest. But I like the Core Hound more. Dark Iron Miner, if it fits into your team, if you like it, put it. Besides that, no recommendation. Dark Spear Troll, very, very strong. Single target DPS, awesomely strong against flying mobs. I only have it in B tier because also very, very weak, so they have like no HP. But if it fits well into your team, pretty sure A tier minimum, but I would say in general I call it B tier. Defiance Bandits, very strong unit. I put them in S tier. 1 cost unit, what also makes them already kind of strong. It's 2 unit, it's a squad, it's alliance, melee. They have the stealth, extra gold when opening chest, +2 extra gold, poison on death, but you see lockpick is so strong, so definitely a very, very good choice. Drake, very good A tier, flying, tanky, damage, AoE, that's all of what I can say. Earth Elemental, a very good tank, especially for just the low cost of 3. And if you see here, they also have on death split into 2 smaller Earth Elementals, which is very, very good. Fire Elemental, pretty bad AoE damage. Besides that, nothing to care about. Fire Hammer, I think I also have them in C. No, I have them in B. They are solid. To be honest, would I put them in? Definitely low B, but okay, let them in B. Flamewalker, in an elemental team, could be good. Besides that, maybe 1 too expensive. Foodman, I like Foodman very much. Maybe you find tier lists where they only put them in C tier. Yeah, it's maybe of the high cost, but together in a team with, for example, Tyrion, in my opinion, very, very strong. Frostwolf Shaman, A tier, pretty good unit. Ranged attacks, heals, chain heals, so heal makes it very good. 4 cost, also not too expensive, so overall pretty good unit. Gargoyle, very good unit. Flying, a lot of damage to siege and everything. Also with 4, not too expensive, so overall pretty good unit. Ghoul, very strong, especially because only the two damage, two costs, cannibalizing grants armored for 10 seconds, so also a pretty good bone shield ability. Gnoll Brute, solid B tier, nothing to worry about. It's a good unit if you like to have it in your team. Goblin Sapper, solid B tier, pretty hard to use, maybe a little bit better in PvP than PvE. Griffin Rider, very strong unit against flying, against ground units. Gain +3 range, also something very nice, so they are getting really range because their range is first very short, but overall strong unit. Harpies, very strong unit, S tier, they are a squad, they come with 3, they get poisonous if you go for it, flying, so yeah, overall a strong unit, the Harpies. Harvest Golem, I think I have them in C tier or... no. Solid B tier, okay. The cost is definitely not bad. So, yeah. Huntress, very strong unit. I have them in S tier. It is... I would not say tanky, but definitely it can take some hits. Very nice range. Cleave, flying, against ground. So, overall, a pretty strong unit. Cobalt Miner, nothing I have to say about you. You always have it. I just let him here, but you know how important it is. Meat Wagon, again here, also pretty hard to use, but if you use them in a good way, very, very, very strong. But in general, I put them in solid B tier. Molten Shine, not that good. Too expensive for what they're doing. Yeah, exactly the same for the Mountaineer. When you first see the Mountaineer and you maybe have the choice, then you take it because you think like, oh man, that sounds pretty good, but it's pretty bad. Murloc Tidehunters, they have one good thing, they are cheap, that's why they are solid B tier. Necromancer should be... where is he? Necromancer... ah, here. Good A tier, is a good unit, definitely I can recommend it in every unholy... undead team. Ogre Mage, not that good, too expensive for what it does. Plague Farmer, just a bad unit overall, D tier, no need to use it. Prowler, not a bad unit, you can definitely have it in kind of every team, especially if you use beasts. We come to our next super strong unit, Pyromancer. Pyromancer, ranged, AoE, that makes them already pretty strong. They are cheap with only 3 cost. So if you think about, Huntress is very good, cost 5. Pyromancer is doing kind of the same, is a different kind of cleave, because it's not cleave, it's AoE. But just for 3 mana, but they have like kind of no life, so pretty easy to kill them. Quillbore is pretty good. It's a very strong unit, just for two cost. It's very strong melee, little bit tanky. Also has deploy much more quickly, so they are running very fast. They start to run very fast. Yeah, Raptors, pretty bad. No need to use them. Safe Pilot, very interesting unit. Safe Pilot has the explosion when you deploy them, which makes them a unit like one of the spells that helps you with a lot of AoE damage. Besides that, a ranged unit and so on and so on. Deploy from the explosion with stealth and ambush. So in general, very strong unit. I put them in S tier, also just 3 costs, so very good. Skeleton Party should be B, yeah, very solid B tier for an undead deck, pretty good. Skeletons, they are here. They have one good thing, that you can spawn them on every point of the map, if I'm not wrong. That makes them pretty strong. Apart from this, not good. Spiderlings, they have one good thing, low costs. Apart from this, pretty bad. Stonehoof Tyrant, they are tanky. They have this charge, which makes them kind of unique. And here, momentum after connecting a charge, immediately charge a second time if possible, which makes them very strong if you use this in the right way and if you have this ability. Pretty strong unit, very good A tier. Vultures, pretty bad. Yeah, C tier. Warzone Grunts. Some people would say they are exactly the same like Footman. Why? Because they are a little bit stronger, a little bit more tanky, but they're only 2. Footman kind of the same, but they are 4. So yeah, it's a little bit depending. For sure, you would take them if you play a Horde deck, Horde team. The Footman if you play an Alliance team, but I have the feeling I like the Footmans more. That's why I put them B tier and the Grunts just in C tier. But to be honest, I think both of them maybe only 4. Would they be then OP with 4 costs? Nah, I think it would make them strong, but not OP. Warsong Rider, pretty good unit, solid B tier, makes a very nice siege damage. WOTLK X, very strong, S tier. They have this that they are hatching, damage nearby enemies when hatching. For example, you see that this is by far the best use for them, and with 3 cost still kind of cheap. Last one, Worgen, where I have them, I think I have them in B tier, solid B tier, overall a pretty decent unit. So in general, maybe if you look a little bit here in this list, then you will see a lot of flying in the first 2 rows, if I'm not wrong. Flying, 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 flying. And in the end of the list, less flying. So flying is pretty strong, PvE and PvP. You need some tankiness, that's why also here are some tanks around, definitely. You need range, AoE is pretty strong, which shows you the Pyromancer, the Huntress, this one, what else? This one, the Bad Rider, the Drake. Healing is strong, that's also why the Shaman is here, for example. Yeah, so all the other units, they have maybe something special, why they are so good, but in general you can see flying is strong, tankiness is needed for having a decent team, but then is followed up by range and AoE damage. That makes at the end a good team at that moment, I would say. Pretty sure we will see ballot changes, not today, not tomorrow, maybe not next week, but in the future, definitely. That's it for this video, guys. See you. Bye-bye.